Alright, and there they go. Both these runners deciding to go left. Someone's got to have a talk with these guys. But we'll see what happens. As I said at the beginning of last race, going left is slightly faster, but in this category specifically, we actually want to go right, because going left actually kind of generally messes up the spawn when you leave the cave, and you end up taking an encounter. But it doesn't really matter if you're not doing the fast cave strat, so we'll see what happens. Dark Magician, unfortunately, actually fell in that hole a little bit. That probably screwed up his timing. And again, we have neither runner get 50 bags, so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, as Lordo said there in chat, left is how you get fairy spawns. But doesn't really matter since they both didn't really do the fast strat out of the cave anyway. Riiak's going to go early trophy. Dark Magician is not going to go early trophy. So a lot of runners will just, if they don't get the bag, they're just going to go and just assume they're going to get attack 3. You still can get attack 4, but it would require both 200 bag drops in the palace if you don't get any extra XP before the palace like Riiak is doing here. So DM now has a 25% chance or so to actually get attack 4, while Riiak will still have that 75% chance or so. Both these runners getting shield before the palace, which I always recommend. Yeah, normally this category is a 1C credit clear, meaning you're not allowed to game over, but for race purposes we allow it. You just have to, if you do game over, you have to return to the screen you game overed on. And you are still not allowed to use up and A. Alright, Dark Magician coming up to the bubble skip here. Let's see if he gets it. He's going to hesitate on this tile. It's a fairy, but that's okay because the regular guy followed him. So he gets the bubble skip. Interesting stab there. And he unfortunately gets hit by the gorilla. Gorilla liked that stab he did. So he is already not going to have his beam for Palace 1. No way to get that back now. Except for dying, which he does not want to do. Riiak took a fairy on the way to that cave, which just a couple seconds of time loss, but it's not what you want to see early. Also going towards bubble skip, Dark Magician getting no encounters on the way to the palace. And Riiak looks like going to get it also. Good. Good timing. Usually with that spawn, so when they spawn, if they don't move right away, you want to also kind of not move and kind of just start going. It's kind of a feel thing, but you basically want to start moving kind of right when they start moving, and then assuming they don't randomly walk, which most of the time they don't, you'll be able to get all the way to that tile and just walk down. That's one of the only tile skips that almost nobody pause buffers that one, because it's just so fluid. Sometimes when encounters spawn, they can come at you immediately, like right when they spawn, they'll already be moving. That one you gotta kind of go right, you gotta react pretty quickly. Riiak in P1 now. Still has the beams. DM doing just a fine job without him. Except for as soon as I say something. So he's already down to half health. He's gonna have to be a little careful. He does have shield casts. He'll decide when he wants to use them. Most of the time, if runners have low life this early, see them cast shield on that crumble bridge room you'll see later with the bots on both ends. Because as I stated in the earlier race, bot movement is completely random. It's actually the only enemies really in this palace that are completely random, so you are in control of everything else. He decides to cast one of his 2 shield casts here, just for safety. This enemy will actually do more damage than a bot if it hits you, but if you're comfortable with the pattern, you shouldn't really ever take damage. Riiyak taking a little more damage from that Stalfos there. So neither runner has beams anymore. There is a fairy in this palace you can get to refill your health, which is actually to the right of that elevator that Riiyak just went up. Costs about 5 seconds to grab. We'll see if either of them grab it. Dark Magician looked like he was going to get it, but decided against it. He might be saving it for later. Takes the bubble hit, which is also not good. So now 2 bars of health is good for 1 hit from a bot, and the next one will kill him. So he will definitely be casting shield on one of these 2 crumble bridge rooms. Let's see if he does it on this one. Nope, but they are trolling him. Maybe that's the one he wanted to cast it on. So he literally can't take another hit now. He also skips that bag. He can get on the way back. Oh! Good stab on his part. That would have been death. So at least he gets a jar. I mean, normally we want to see the bag. Dark Magician is now guaranteed attack 3. He is not going to get attack 4. But he might be happy that jar is there, so he can cast shield leaving this room. If he casts shield, he can take 1 hit from a bot here without dying. Riiyak casting it immediately on the way in. When I started running this game, this is the only room I cast shield in. I just cast it on the way in, cast it on the way out, regardless. Because of stuff like this. And DM took life 2, which is fine. Actually, I missed that, but I was trying to figure out if he died or took life. Riiyak grabbing the candle. You can take life 2 in the palace if you know you're getting attack 3, because you don't need the XP. So that's totally fine. He actually might even try to skip the one of the enemies coming up here, because he knows he doesn't need a drop. Riiyak in trouble. Even with shield now, will still die on 1 more hit from a bot. He does not skip the gorilla, Dark Magician. So, we'll see if Riiyak wants to grab the fairy. There is a bot protecting it. Riiyak also getting the early bag, so Riiak's going to get attack 4. We have another attack 4 versus attack 3 race here. Although in this case, the runner with the worst PB is the one getting the better attack level, so we'll see how that evens things out. Dark Magician just accidentally took life 3, which is really, really not good. He's gonna hop the gem. Okay, so Dark Magician's gonna lose probably about a minute here. That's actually probably smart, though. Yeah, you're so when that pops, normally we're so used to just pressing up and then start immediately to skip to cancel the level. He's just so used to doing that he pressed up and start, and all of a sudden he had life 3 because it's different XP that he's not used to being at. So if you hop over the gem, it doesn't place the gem. All the enemies respawn when you enter the palace. You can do stuff like this. And you know what? This might actually get him attack 4 now. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone accidentally take life 3 and then see the result, so this is going to be interesting. Riiyak placing the gem, getting his attack 4. There's attack 3 for DM. Ooh. Yeah, I think he's gonna... Let me do some quick math here. No, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna have enough. I mean, if he wants to skip the gem again, he could get it, but Horsehead gives 50 XP, so he's gonna be 25 short of clearing clearing that threshold. Oh, and I forgot he already killed Horsehead. I'm just really, really smart today, so... Yeah. I mean, it will help him on his travel to attack 4, because he's already got 400 XP. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just doing my best here. Alright, so... DM wants that 50 bag. Should be an interesting race now. We'll see if DM can do any catching up. I actually don't know how much riiyak has been grinding this, or if... You know, he might just... For all we know, he could PB in this race. So we'll see. Dark Magician... Now going to the Trophy Cave. This is normally when you see them, people go to Trophy, and normally we just skip that enemy. He might have wanted to kill that, though, at attack 3, but that's fine. 20 XP, that's all that is. And riiyak on his way through Jump Cave. As DM enters Jump Town, you can tell riiyak being a little more cautious with his combat, which is actually smart if you're not comfortable doing any of these faster combat tricks. It is much better in this game to not get hit than to take your time, or to, you know, try to go fast and take a bunch of hits. You will actually just lose more time if you try to go fast and keep getting knocked back and losing your health. Alright, riiyak getting a nice pattern. We haven't really seen a bad Bagoo walk yet tonight. And the fairy leaves him alone, so no encounters with Bagoo. Really good pace right now. Thank you, Lorda. Got all my co-commentators in chat with me. riiyak entering Lifetown now at 12:55, I think. It's not a bad Lifetown time for doing early trophy. Talking to the table, going back, gonna get the life spell. Dark Magician now will have his walk to Bagoo. See what he gets. Just slips by that encounter, and oh! Maybe would have been better suited staying up on that tile he was originally on, but you know. So now we'll see. He should. Oh, that's not a good tile for them to spawn on. He's just gonna wait that out. It's actually probably smart right there, waiting that out. They could have actually gotten him at the end if they decided to come over there, which would have been worse, but... Alright, so one encounter for DM, plus a little bit of weight. riiyak taking that refill in Lifetown. I think entering the first frame of that door. Talk about that in a second. Yeah, he did. So see how Link's on the right side of that door when he exited? This is like useless info, but if you enter those doors on the first frame, and when you come out of them, Link will actually be on the right side of the door like that. If you enter him on any other frame, he'll be on the left side of the door, so on that first door in that town, if you know that strat, you actually want to try to get in on the first frame, because you go backwards after you leave that room. So it just gives you a little bit... It's like, we're talking frames here, but time save is time save, right? The second one, you actually don't want to enter on the first frame. So you appear on the left side of the door. There's your useless, almost useless Zelda 2 info for today. And riiyak cruising through Death Mountain. Already took a hit, but he's got magic to cast life whenever he pleases. Couple more hits there. That's a place that's hard to get through damage lists. Actually, I think riiyak will probably take life 3 also. I have no precipice for thinking this, I'm just guessing, but... Bot trolling a little bit. Yeah, bots are pretty cool, if you guys haven't noticed. Alright, there's life 3. DM now entering DM. Yeah, that's like Inception or something. With his 3-1-3 strats. riiyak a little late on that jump. Gonna be in trouble now. There you go. So Dark Magician will get his attack 4 sooner than you normally would on attack 3. Second trip through P1. He's gonna make up, I guess, a little bit of that time he lost that way, but still got a long ways to go before he gets his leveling back on track. riiyak's taking some damage here. Might want to cast life. There you go. Gonna get another jar drop at the end of this room. It's always there. See what he decides to do. A lot of runners will just use that jar to make sure they have beams for this next part after this Daira. And he is not going to do that. He's safe. But having that beams for that room allows you to do it without stopping every time, including this room as well. Those cats are tough to hit without beam. They're tough to predict. Alright, there's DM's attack 4. And he is wisely gonna skip Magic 2, and he will... For all of our sake, I hope he skips Life 4. Because that would just be a disaster. But that's going to be coming up in a few more enemies. He's getting some 50 bags. That's nice. Be careful here. Nice. Alright. riiyak grabbed the hammer. I missed the time. I apologize. It's around 1820. DM using his life cast doesn't unfortunately have enough to get his beams back. It's a good spawn, or a good pattern. Yeah, that's how I kill cats without the beam. Just stand there and stab them. Oop. Dark Magician going for some double hits there. With low life and low magic. I can't really see his health bar anymore, so it's safe to say he's got 1 hit left. I don't think you'll see him try the double hits on these guys. He did. Fearless. Dark Magician is just fearless. And he is now cruising out with the hammer. think that was around in 1938 or something. Again, me not watching the timer. Interestingly, these guys are actually about the same on XP. So at least DM has that going for him. He has XP as if he got attack 4 out of P1 because of that second trip and the P bags that he's gotten. And there's another 50 bag. That's I think the third 50 bag he's actually, which is super rare. Those are, you know, give or take a 1 in 8 chance to get one of those instead of a blue jar. We almost always just leave them because they're always behind you by the time they, so we just keep walking. But an attack 3 run could be worth grabbing. Riiyak doing an interesting move there to just take a road encounter, which is fine. Cost a little bit of time, ensures he's going to get to that next tile to get the setup here for the boulder dash. Gets the clean spawns. Yeah, he skipped Magic 2, but usually in Attack 3 runs, we skip Magic 2 and Life 3 all the way up to P3. But he actually had, yeah, he had to go through. He decided to hop the gem in P1 and kill the enemies again. The main reason he's this far behind right now. Riiyak having some trouble with the Daira. Casting Life. That's going to cost him some more time. This is all time DM is making up right now. So that costs time later because Riiyak is now going to have to either acquire a blue jar in this next cave, or he's going to have to waste about 10 seconds walking past the church in which you need jump to get into, so he can refill. Of course, there was his jar drop and it was a 50 bag. All these runners are getting 50 bags. Like, when you want a blue jar, the game will just give you a 50 bag. Alright, so good on Riiyak getting out of there too. DM now going into the medicine cave. He cannot afford to cast anything else unless he wants to get that refill in Fairy Town as well. Oh, but there's a jar, so now he is going to cast something. It's actually a nice jar to get right there. His drop must be, oh yeah, his drop counter is all screwed up because he went through P1 again, so that's not normally where you get a drop. I was not expecting that. Alright, so Riiyak has to walk past this building, go over here, grab the Magic Lady, refill. At Magic 2, jump costs 2.5 bars of magic. Yeah, if he just left P1 with attack 2, it would have been worse, in my opinion. So he did kind of do the right thing. It's just unfortunate. Alright, he got the same walk out of Medicine Cave, so that's nice. There's down stab for Riiyak. So DM has made up some time here. I'll try to get a place marker here. So we're talking to that Magic Lady, 2343. Not Magic Lady, but lady. Some kind of lady. I think it's a lady. Might be an old man. I can't tell. I just always assumed it was an old lady. Yeah, there's still a lot of this race to go, so literally anything could happen. The cliches are real. Alright, so what was it, 2343, and DM's coming up here at 2435? So a little less than a minute separating these guys. Jar drop is useless. Riiyak will most likely fairy this heart. Yep. If you have the magic there, you might as well. You get a free jar drop at the very beginning of P2, which is the next time you even need magic, so... Alright, so Riiyak doing nice. So Riiyak gets a back spawn there, doing the good strats in my opinion. He's gonna get a pretty good chance at a encounterless walk here. And he's actually gonna play it safe. That was a smart idea. They did not look like they were gonna let him get to the palace. Now he's gonna get 1.5, which is pretty much average. Unfortunately, if you take that encounter on that road tile, you do have to get a little lucky because they spawn before you get to the palace. So 1.5 is not bad by any means, just kind of average. See how DM does when he gets over there. Yeah, Riiak's PB is just about 2 minutes worse than DM's, but like I said, I don't know how much he's been grinding or if that PB's new. DM also gets the back spawn. He did a slightly different strat, but he's gonna get the same result. So we'll see what... Okay, he did not wait on the road, unfortunately, and takes the swamp encounter. But that means he might make it to the palace. Yeah, he'll make it. So he actually got a better walk than Riiyak by just a half encounter. Riiyak taking some damage in the room. First room in P2. Oh, I should change the layout. Sorry, y'all. I'm on that. High five for the runners. In the bot wave room. And these guys are both good on XP. Dark Magician... Yeah, I mean, if you came into the stream right now, you would probably just think that DM got attack 4 out of P1, just the way his XP looks, if you knew the game well enough. So he's fine. He's not going to have to kill a whole lot in here. I mean, he will have to kill enemies, certainly, but there will be some stuff he can skip. Riiyak is in even better shape. Riiak's on pace to get attack 5, probably before the glove. Definitely before the glove. He's gonna skip that Stalfos there. When you can, and if you can, skip those blue Stalfos, because they are jerks. These ones that Dark Magician's dealing with, you can't really skip. But blue Stalfos have the ability to jump, unlike red. I think DM wanted to cast life there and then pick that up, but he like missed his button or something. Alright, Riiyak grabbing that key and casting Fairy. A lot of runners will do that. You get after this one, guaranteed, so you can refill. Maybe wanted to cast Life though, but we'll see. See how he does. That jar might have been helpful too. Just gonna keep cruising with the 2 bars of health, see what happens. Gonna cast it here. Which is fine. Just, he's not gonna have magic to really do anything else unless he gets another jar drop. Alright, here comes DM to the scary room. It always scares me. Alright, he makes it through also. I'm not even playing the game and my heart's jumping. I hate seeing lava deaths. DM did die. I must have missed that. Apologies again. Riiyak forgetting that he has the glove and he can go through those blocks. Okay. That works. And he's going to get his attack 4... Excuse me, attack 5 right here. That's a good jar grab. I would have gone back for that too. Riiyak should be fine for the rest of the palace. Definitely doesn't need to kill anything else unless it's in his way. Oh, DM tried for that Moa stab, but he actually couldn't have got it from there. Moved himself to the right on the elevator. DM is also fine on XP, by the way. I don't know if he'll take Magic 2, risk it or not. Probably not. Yeah, I'm terrible at commentary. It's a miracle I've made it this far. Yeah. I've heard some people say Palace 2 tiles actually kind of give them headaches when they watch the movement. Riiak's killing these IKs. I'm guessing not comfortable skipping them. It is a strange series of inputs to skip the IKs. The Iron Knuckles, excuse me. That's what I mean when I say IK. Coming up on Helmet Head now. Nice easy kill. And 3217 for the gem. DM's actually made up a little more time, it looks like. We'll see. And we'll also see how this swamp exit goes. Nice back spawn. Wow, riiyak. Oh, I would have just gone. You got fairies in front of you. Getting a fairy encounter in the swamp instead of a regular one is like a godsend. But that's okay. He made it all the way out here. See if he can get a nice walk to the tomb here. Nope, they didn't allow it. Alright, DM. Oh, I forgot to look at DM's timer. I fail. But now he's doing his swamp walk. Doesn't get quite as lucky of a beginning. Nice little back spawn there for DM. He might be able to get some... Ooh, another one. Alright, so... see how the tomb treats him. I think he's got a spawn coming, though. Yeah, right there. He goes back to the road, though. Good call. That was actually really clutch. Get back to that road like that. And entering P3. I got this. I got this. So riiak's in there. And DM is about to be in there. DM is making his way back. Hard to say if either of these runners is watching the other runner. Or if they're just playing their own game. But if riiyak is watching, gotta be a little worried now. Yeah, I think they're still about 30 apart or so. And DM deciding not to kill that guy. Kind of wants to get his Magic 2 as soon as possible here. Neither runner skipping that first tin suit. If you actually jump over that first tin suit in that room, those hopping rat men, it will despawn one of the Mews, the little tiny guys that crawl across the ground. Just makes it a little easier to get through there without getting hit. Riiak's gonna kill some stuff to get his magic level as soon as he can, because he's realizing his life is a bit low. Thank you, Link, for the timestamps there. So yeah, we're about a little less than 30. Riiyak entering the worst room in the game. There's Magic 3. Yeah, going through that room without stopping is incredibly nerve-wracking. You have to... I don't want to say predict what the bots are going to do, but you gotta predict and react immediately if something happens while you're in midair or pit. Takes a couple hits from the blue IK, gets the raft. He's going to be hoping that the random jar chance is a jar. DM cruises through that room. Now he's going to be grabbing the raft. Still making up time here, I believe. And he's got to take that now. He just takes 2 magic levels on the same kill. I don't know if I've ever... Does that happen? Ah, Riiak's gonna take a death to the wolf head at the elevator, unfortunately. So now we're back to even on lives, I guess. Doesn't need to check for the jar. That jar that he would have checked for was unfortunately right past that elevator. So, gotta be a little frustrated with himself. Not that the jar was guaranteed to be there, but... Yeah, so Dark Magician gets the jar. And we are about a room and a half apart. Maybe a room and... maybe almost 2 rooms. So Riiyak just barely clinging on now, and the leveling is back to... lives are back to everything. DM at the beginning of this race has been absolved, basically. This is a brand new race again. Everyone's on the correct leveling schedule that they want to be on. Yeah, that's kind of how DM usually plays. He probably lost any attachment to this run when he took Life 3 in Palace 1. He was probably so mad at himself. Sometimes is, I guess, what you need. Alright, Riiyak heading over to Rebanak now. DM almost just soft-locked. That was pretty close. And I didn't see where his drops was, but hopefully this is... Oh, actually, never mind. He's fine on XP. He's already fine. Excuse me. Riiyak doing that corner strat. Unfortunately, doesn't know the strat if he falls off. But got the kill, just needed one more hit. DM's gonna do the same strat. And Rebanak was kind of a jerk. So he fights him normally. 38-42, I want to say, on that gem. And it's gonna be about 10 seconds here of separation. And an encounter leaving on the island. And we are synced. Alright, welcome back to North Palace. This is Zelda 2. Both these guys are going to be going for a 50 bag. Oh, wait. Sorry. Well, I don't know if DM knows where he is or how much he's come back or anything like that, but yeah, we got a new race. There's a road encounter to even it back out again. About a second separates these guys now. We're 40 minutes in. And DM's going to take a little bit of a lead. temporarily. Whoa! Okay, he's good. Entering Firetown. Oh, and a nice slink from riiyak. I was unbuffered. Would have been a road encounter anyway, but unbuffered slinks are always pretty nice to look at. Both these guys grabbing fire. Actually, I missed Blunt Bunny's Tektite Cave in the last... Feel bad. Just showing my horrible commentary. But that is the room that you will see. If either of these guys decide to use it, that's the one room you'd see it in. After Palace 5, on the way to Hidden Town. Other than that, pretty much only get that spell because it's 100% category. There's really nowhere else that's useful to even use it. Just waste time to queue it up and waste magic to cast it. In fact, fire cast costs quite a bit when you first get it at Magic 3 here. I think it still costs like several magic bars. I'm not sure exactly. Alright, DM entering the maze. riiyak took an encounter, unfortunately, there. And taken another one. Yeah, if you take one early there, it's... Unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with another one on the way. DM ferrying the child, throwing it in his pocket. riiyak, same thing. Now, Dark Magician's gonna set up that dazzle. Gonna stand on this tile, wait for them to spawn, and then go. Gonna go up a couple tiles whenever he feels like it, right now, and then up right there to the very end of the grass here, and then we're good. And misses the skip. Decides to leave and go for it again, which could be a time loss. riiyak, unfortunately, took an encounter during the Dazzle Walk. These are not encounters you want to see. Those bugs flying around. Alright, DM gets the second one. He's into Reflect Town. riiyak has a chance. I don't think he got that one, though. Did not. I refuse to do that rant, Link Hero. Got the second skip. Little trolly there, but got it. DM stabbing the dude here. Then grabbing up stab. Fairy Claws, right down the chimney. And Dark Magician heading over to grab Reflect. So yeah, he's made up a lot of time and extending the lead a little bit with all these encounters. This is a RNG heavy segment. And the worst part is yet to happen. Coming out of this town. One of the toughest parts in the game to avoid the encounters and to get the encounter skips that you wanna get. Alright, here goes Dark Magician. He's gonna try to get those same tiles Misses the first one and decides to walk it. It's a good choice. Ooh. He gets knocked into the water. So that's not good. Now he's down another life. Those bubbles. Oh, it did it again! DM is in some serious trouble now. And he actually has stopped moving. Meanwhile, riiyak. I wonder if DM thinks he's losing this race right now, and he is about to just forfeit, which I would not advise. But he is down to 2 lives, meaning he really can't even afford a single death abuse in Palace 4, unfortunately. Meanwhile, riiyak reacquiring the lead. Nice back spawn to get out of this. See if he can dodge this upcoming one. Fairies. Yeah, they're not in SRL, so I couldn't, even if he did, I wouldn't have known. That's what I was looking, but I forgot they weren't using SRL, so... Yeah. I mean, he's got to be just super frustrated with this run at this point. This would have been a reset 8 times by now. But little does he know, he's only, I mean, he was in the lead when that happened. And he's about, I don't know, 15 seconds behind now, 20 seconds. Yeah, what I was gonna say about those bubbles, the ones that come up from the ground, no matter where you get hit by those bubbles, they always knock you to the right, so... He actually, like, jumped into one from the left, and it knocked him to the right into the water, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, he's gonna have an interesting Palace 4, not being able to really... He could take one, if he has to, Death Abuse at the end, because he does have 2 lives, but... It's really not ideal to do the rest of the game with 1 life in case anything bad happens. There aren't really any easily accessible 1-ups left in the game. There is one in Palace 6, but generally, if you get that 1-up, you're just gonna Death Abuse with it immediately. Don't forget the layout. I got it. Yeah, I mean, I can understand DM just stopping there. He's probably just yelling or recollecting himself or something. I mean, I know how it snowballs in a run like this, and he's already probably on edge from what's already gone down in this run. And that's just, you know, never mind taking 1 death there, taking a second one is just brutal. So riiyak likely gonna skip the first Death Abuse here. We know that DM is definitely gonna skip the first one. If anything, he will take the final Death Abuse if he has to. Which means he's basically 50-50 whether he's gonna have to... The game can either give him a jar or an Iron Knuckle. Game gives him an Iron Knuckle, so he gets a jar on that one. He needs the jar on the other one. It's a good... You can't really take life 9 because we never go to life 8. You could take attack 9 if you... But unfortunately that would just probably lose him too much time. In the Japanese version of this game, it's actually a legitimate strat to take attack 9 after Palace 6 if you want to get an extra life, because the way the leveling experience works in that version is completely different. And all you miss out on by doing that is life 6, so... But yeah, you probably will not see that. riiyak, interestingly taking his level after falling into the lava. I actually don't know if he wanted to take Magic 4 there either. I was assuming he does 886 strat since he did not take Life 4 in Palace 3, but He took Magic 4 in here, which we normally do not do. It's fine. He can afford that. He's just gonna need to get a little more XP before he gets the boss. He's now gonna need 899 experience before he gets to the boss. DM conserving magic. Good plan. Did he do 778 last race? Yeah, I don't know that. Or maybe 788 is what you mean. I don't actually know the 788 leveling route as well as I should. I never have done that route. When I learned this game, I learned with 887, and then I just switched to 886, which is what that's kind of the optimal leveling route at this point. But if you value you know, being able to take more hits and just not being able to do quite as much damage, 788 is the category for you. I'd rather kill stuff faster, so I have less chance of getting hit by it. That's just the way I look at it. But to each their own. Nice P-bag grab. Yeah, he knows he needs that XP. Actually going back for the blue Stalfos here, which is not actually necessary, but probably just wants to be sure. When you're newer to this game and you don't know, like when you're in the middle of the run, it's really hard to remember how much XP you still have on the table, like left in the palace, like what enemies are left, what you're gonna get, doing all the math in your head. DM just unfortunately just takes another death there to the Wiz Robes, so now he definitely can't death abuse anymore. Trying to think. He needs to cast Jump there. He doesn't necessarily need to use any more magic in this dungeon, but that last lava room is going to be real tricky without Jump. He has enough magic right now to cast Reflect, but he can't use any more. Yeah. Like, a lot of runners will know how much they need when they get to the boss. They won't know, like, if they're on the way there and they screw something up, it's like, I don't know if I can make it up. I might as well just kill these extra guys just in case. So riiyak should be fine, even though beep strats... Oh! A little bit of, that should be fine. He's just gonna be safe here and kill the floating head, just in case. Probably a good idea. Death abuse. And here comes DM into the same room. He is in much worse shape, unfortunately. Oh. DM just keeps it going. Alright. Doesn't even bother checking for the jar. Doesn't actually need it, so that's why he didn't want to take a... He probably didn't want to have that IK spawn and just stab him into the lava or something. I think he's probably thinking anything could happen at this point. And he does have enough for Reflect. He's not going to have enough for Shield, and he's going to have to hope Karak does not want to hit him more than twice. That's all he can afford right now is 2 hits from Karak. riiyak, meanwhile, cruising into Karak himself at 743. So, you guys, along with me, get to see how this leveling route works. 'Cause I don't really know it. But he'll certainly just get attack 8 out of this palace, and then abuse the gem out of the next one. Actually, I'm sorry. Can't believe I just said that. He will not take attack 8. Because if he's doing 788, he will take... So I'm guessing he's going to take maybe 756 out of here or so. I'm not sure about the math exactly. Man, I'm a smart person, aren't I? Alright, so here's DM, and... Wow. DM gets it done too. It's actually props to DM for even getting through that palace. I know he took the death, but he lives to fight another day. And probably see him catch up a little bit with all the levels that riiak's about to take. Assuming we're all guessing right on the leveling here. It is really nice to be able to have Magic 4 and Palace 4. Reflect costs much less. Alright, let's see if I was right. No, I was wrong. 757? 747? Interesting. Alright. riiyak is now a commercial airliner. Neither runner going for Eco Key. We have basically Sync again here. Completely different leveling though, so DM will be able to kill some enemies a little quicker. I believe Magos actually still take 2 hits at attack 7, so those are the same as far as I remember. It's been a while. The only time I've ever had attack 7 in here is if I accidentally misleveled. The Japanese version, when you get you can just take whichever you want, attack, magic, or life, and it's the same. So like the first level you get for EXP, you can take any of the 3, and then it just continues that way the whole game. So in the FDS version, you go 8-1-1, and you have attack 8 by the time you basically leave Death Mountain generally, and then you start leveling up the other stuff. It pretty much ends the same. Actually, ironically enough, it's kind of weird. It's not irony, I guess, but... Alright, these guys are going to be leaving this block room virtually at the same time here. Yeah, riiyak is doing 7-8-8 leveling. So, wow, I'm surprised that hitbox didn't let him get the jar. He will have a little bit more defense for the end game, but a little less offense. That's really all that means, so... Great Palace with attack 8 is actually quite a bit easier. Dark Magician will only have attack... or life 6, sorry. Did I say attack? I meant life. Yeah, attack 7, certain things, you know, Thunderbird takes 12 hits at attack 7 instead of 8. Which doesn't seem like that much more, but that's just more time for you to take hits, in my opinion. Now, Alanis Morissette would have been proud of my use of irony there, because she doesn't understand the word either. The FDS version is actually quite interesting if you guys ever are interested to go watch a few runs. It's a lot easier at the beginning, and there's many things that are different. Overall it's the same game. It's actually the original version of this game, but oh, I should change the layout. I apologize. Did someone probably say that in chat already? I'm just an idiot. Anyway, yeah, it's just a different game. A lot of different sprites, some different boss placements, different XP amounts from some enemies, minor stuff like that. Like, it's largely, like, the whole overworld and everything is the same, all that kind of stuff is the same, but there's just some stuff that's changed. The biggest change is the XP, like the way the leveling works. Also, Link does not have a mouth in that version. I don't know if you can tell on the restream here, but he's got a little smile. Kind of smirking at all times for some reason. I don't know why he's so happy when he's just violently murdering everything, but... FDS version, he does not have a mouth. Yeah, I guess I could have mentioned that. Thank you, Link Hero. We'll mention it on the way back out. But, yeah, in the FDS version, there's a mini-boss in here. And it is Horsehead. And for some reason, in this version, they decided to remove that and just put a blue Iron Knuckle there. Which, in my opinion, actually makes it harder to figure out that invisible wall. It's that room that they went through the invisible wall. Usually there's a boss there, so you stop and fight him, and then, you know, you get like E. And then you're like, what's this wall? The FDS sounds are an acquired taste. I will say, though, the intro song for the FDS version is like 1,000,000 times better, and I will fight you if you disagree with me. Oh, riiyak is gonna kill Horsehead here. What are we doing? That was actually Horsehead, just wearing an Iron Knuckle costume. I'm trying to think... I don't know the leveling, so I don't know if riiyak accidentally took life 8. Like, I don't know what the deal is there. But... yeah, not gonna be able to get 7-7 or 7-8-8 with this. The life 8 threshold is 4,000. Well, I mean now it's... oh wait, no. I'm just completely thinking backwards right now. I don't know what the attack 7 threshold is though. Or the attack 8, I should say. We're just all gonna find out, I guess. I should probably brush up on my 7-8-8 leveling strats. Rep telling me this is normal. Appreciate it, Reppy. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't do the math in my head, like... although I am wondering... yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. So Guma's gonna give 500 XP. riiyak's gonna kill these last... yeah, he had to kill... yeah, don't try to skip that one, riiyak. Let's go. DM placing the gem now. Sorry, I haven't watched DM in a long time for some reason. Feel bad. I'm just intrigued by this leveling strat here. Alright, so anyway, DM is leaving. riiyak's about to finish Guma. Still got a close race. And yeah, he's gonna get... skip that right there and then get the 8,000. And throw it all into magic. Probably do the same thing in the next palace. So I think this is gonna be 7-6-8. And then 7-8-8 after the next palace. There goes DM taking his levels. DM doing the traditional route for leveling. He's going to be heading towards the river dance. Same thing with riiyak. Seven, 7-8. I was wrong. Alright, here we go. DM gets a bad spawn. Oh, and they just do not do what he wants to do. And another bad spawn, he just goes through the fence. So riiyak could make up a lot of time here if he gets the skip. Unfortunately, that fairy decided didn't want him to get any kind of skips. Also didn't get it, but he's just gonna not even try it a second time. Coming up on that Tektite cave again. See what these runners decide to do. riiyak is in prime position to use the fire spell. I think Dark Magician is gonna let us down though. And Fairy. You are not allowed to use up A in this, even for races. You are allowed to game over intentionally, so a lot of runners will go into GP, go down the first elevator, and then go right back up the elevator and take a death on the barrier, because the barrier reappears. And it can kill you, so If you enter GP with 1 life, you will maybe see some runners doing that just to refill their lives. The rule is you have to return to the room that you took the game over in, so in GP that's pretty easy to do. riiyak taking some encounters. DM takes a fairy encounter right before Hidden Town. That's rare. There's the fire strats. Actually, guess DM probably did them too, right? I'm an idiot. I keep I need 4 eyes for this, I swear. Can't do it. I can't keep 1 eye on each screen. I'm guessing he did too, though, since he didn't have lower magic from another fairy cast. Yeah, they just allow game overs for racing purposes. It would just kind of suck to have to forfeit if you game overed, but that is a little way to abuse it, which we allow. That's a good point by Lordo too. Yeah, attack 7 does not kill them in 1 hit. Virtually pointless to even do that. I don't think their iframes. I guess maybe their iframes will allow you to just not get hit when you're passing by them, but yeah, it's a pretty close race. To recap, real quick, Dark Magician had a horrible start to this race. He accidentally took life 3 at the P1 gem and had to walk through. He skipped the gem at that point. Or no, sorry, he took it after Horsehead, and he decided to skip the gem and kill some more enemies in Palace 1. So he lost over a minute there. He kind of made his way all the way back. riiyak's been playing pretty steadily, pretty safe and steady. Then Dark Magician took a couple more deaths on one of the Reflect Town tile screens with the bubbles in the water and the Octoroks, and he died twice. Looked like he was about to give up. Fortunately didn't, because this is a close race. I don't know which run I'd say is more solid. I mean, riiyak has had far fewer mistakes, but I think DM just has a little more experience in the game, so he's able to make up a lot of this time when he loses it. But he is still on his last life. And riiyak has plenty. I think riiyak actually still has 3 lives. DM taking the encounter there. That's actually going to get him, I think, to the desert. Or the last tile. No, he actually decides to do that. Okay. Alright, riiyak. Yeah, neither of those runners going for any slinks of any kind there, just kind of going. That's a spot where you can kind of pause and try to get past the encounters with some slinks, but it's a little more of an advanced technique. Some people just decide, instead of pausing and wasting the time doing that, and maybe missing it anyway, to just go. Cut your losses, basically. And I should change the layout again. Probably. Alright, Dark Magician using some damage boost strats to get over that hole, which is another strat instead of casting jump. You saw both runners in last race cast jump to get over that hole. You don't need to do either of those things, actually, but falling in that hole is a pretty decent time loss, 10 seconds or so. You get it's an infinite hole with four rooms that it goes through. riiyak's going to do the same strats. No hot strats to Lordo's dismay. See if riiyak knows them. Jumping over the Canadian hole there. DM doesn't even check for the jar, it doesn't bother. riiyak decides to cast jump in here. Having magic 7 in this palace I do actually know this from the other version of the game. Having Magic 7 in here is really nice, so... You can actually afford an extra jump cast, I think, without needing any kind of jar. He gets the jar anyway, doesn't cast life in time. DM grabbing the cross. %10 completion, that sounds like any percent. No, yeah, they need to... requirements for this category are getting all the items, all the spells, placing all 6 gems, not game overing, although in races said it is allowed, and no glitches, except for one that you might see coming up, which one of our runners got in the last race. Fairly insignificant trick. It's actually arguable whether it's even a glitch. Depends on your definition of glitch. Dark Magician's gonna go for it now. I don't think he got it. He did not. So if he got in there in the right pixel frame, whatever you want to say, you can appear on the ceiling of that room. Skip having to open that door. DM takes the death he didn't want to take. There's his game over, unfortunately. Let's see if he decides to continue. Right into the lava. Riiyak might have gotten Ceiling Walk. Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure if DM is gonna continue or not. Doesn't look like it. Oh. Here he goes. Riiyak taking his time in here. Most runners you will see stop to actually, in this room, stop to kill these heads. It's a speed run, but yeah, even the top runners will stop in that room to kill those heads because it is a nightmare to get through there without the jump spell, which you can't usually afford. Well, I believe Riiyak could afford it with Magic 7. The other option is to cast spell. I've seen some people do that if you can afford it. The problem with what game overing, where DM game over, is he gets reset and he's not going to be able to get it. Or he's not going to be able to get the proper levels that he wants. Not to mention all the time that it loses. But anything could happen. Riiyak could also game over. Commend DM for actually finishing this. I strongly urge all the runners in this tournament to finish their runs if they can, because you never, unless you're watching, game over too. There's tiebreakers we have for wildcards entering the bracket round that are based on total race time, so if you don't finish a race, it's an automatic 900 on your race time, I'm pretty sure, so that's not going to get you anywhere. And 99 seconds, sorry. I almost forgot. Yeah, so DM likely gonna finish this run. If he finishes, he will probably just be 8, 6, 7. I don't even know if he can get to, unless he really goes out of his way to kill some extra enemies. So Barba also takes 12 hits at attack 7, as you see on Riiak's side, so there's no real safe one cycle for that, and while you can one cycle it with attack 7, it's extremely tight with the jackhammer. Looked like a 3 cycle. Riiyak cruising out. Pal 6. And I remember to check his lives, so he's got 3 lives right now. Riiyak is pretty much in control of this race at this point. He's got the extra life. Normally we leave that palace with 2, unless you saved an extra one from earlier. Alright, so the one unfortunate thing about this leveling, besides not having attack 8, riiyak is not going to be able to take a magic level in Great Palace. So no free refill. I think MOAs also take more than 2 hits in Valley of Death, so I think it's 3 hits with attack 7. Dark Magician making sure doesn't have the same thing happen in that room again. Yeah, he took that quick death there on purpose in the first lava room. At first I was wondering what he was doing, but yeah. Still got 2 required fairy casts. One of them was the one in that room. So riiyak missing the Valley of Death and decides to just ferry through the fence screen. This fence screen is not a fence screen you want to be on, really, if you can avoid it. That's why oftentimes if you miss that, and all the encounter skips in Valley of Death, you will see the runners. If they miss it, they're gonna back out and try to get it again, because it's they're kind of nightmare screens to go through in a speed run. Back spawn, yeah, that screen right there. You don't want to see any of that. I'm just gonna back out, try it again. Gets it. riiyyak's gonna do spell strats. Magic 8 though, spell only costs 16, I believe, so. Nope. Almost had a lucky skip there. And now he's just gonna get violated by that back spawn. DM placing the P6 gem. And he's pretty much gonna just have to take life 7 here. Or just skip it and never get magic 7. Oh, I'm sorry. My math is wrong again. For some reason I thought it was like 6,000, but that's magic 8. So DM will, I mean, he's still not going to get it for a while, but he's going to shoot for... Or magic 7, excuse me. I don't know if riiyak got that last skip right there. It's hard to tell sometimes if it's a one-framer. Yeah, he got it. He didn't even know until he got out of there. Yeah, Max knows. Why am I even doing this? I don't know how to play this game. Alright, entrance to GP for riiyak. Not on PB pace for him. But this is probably a 83 or 84, more likely an 84 pace if he has just a decent GP here. DM on his way over to Thundertown to grab that last spell. I do commentary so smartly, you guys. Alright, DM grabbed that jar, so he actually gets a free fairy cast out of this first screen. Accidentally walks into that encounter. riiyak is going to be just knocking that dude in the elevator. Not even going to deal with it. It's actually a good strat. It takes a little extra time, but... There you go. DM Still having trouble with this skip, unfortunately. Wow, they're just not allowing. I see it now. You guys are the best. I'm telling you. I got it. I got it. I just had to see about 14,000 arrows on chat before I realized. This is hard work. I don't like... I understand now. Like, anytime I've ever made fun of a commentator. Literally. Ever. Commentating by yourself and controlling the layout? Please. At least I'm not doing the restream. Thank Feasel for that. We're gonna, riiyak's gonna check. Nice little separation there of the Ra. riiyak's gonna keep checking for this. Very low on health and magic. There it is. Next time, I'm just gonna have someone send. I'm just gonna have Feasel send the layout switcher to one of you guys. Like rep deal with it or something. I think I hit most of them honestly in the 2 races. There was probably like 4 or 5 that I. That's still that's more than half, right? You know, it's not bad. It's not terrible. Alright, DM barely got that last skip there. Ooh, a blue jar in Valley of Death? It's unheard of. And DM well on his way to getting that map. He's just gonna probably kill the first spicy chicken, and then whatever else he wants to get it. No, 4 or 5 I hit correctly, Link Hero, please. That's like 8 or 9, right? Or 10? I don't even know. Oh yeah, and yeah, Max is right there. One of them is already defaulted. This has been a wild race. DM actually was like a minute and a half behind. And then he took the lead, and then more bad stuff happened, and he actually still had the lead after a lot more of the bad stuff. That bad stuff led to him not being able to have enough lives, and he game overed. Rep! Please. One of these races will have an R-rated restream. I'm sure most of you guys are like weirded out by the way I'm talking. So if you ever watch my stream, this is not how it sounds. With all the non-cussing. The nice language. riiyak taking care of the 12-hit Thunderbird here. Getting hit a few times, but life 8 softens the blow. And on to Dark Link. Still got 2 lives too, so he should be fine. Dark Magician making his way. Still hasn't taken that magic level, now he can save it. So he'll probably just save that as long as he can. He's gonna kill one of these spicy chickens somewhere. Maybe this one. Yeah, he's gonna kill this one. Get that 200 XP. Meanwhile, riiyak just finishing. 84-17. The dot done in Discord. So GG for riiyak with that win. I'd say riiyak had a pretty steady overall run. Kind of played his game. Dark Magician kept this race pretty interesting. Wildly moving from Oh, game overs again. That's unfortunate. Now we're really going to see if he wants to continue or not, because he knows he's lost. But again, the time can factor in if he thinks he can get out of his group with a wild card or anything like that. When you game over in GP, you actually do start at the beginning of the palace. It's the only palace that's like that, so he might decide to do it. He also didn't take his magic level yet, I don't think, but could be wrong there. Sorry for the loud typing. Who we got? We got someone in here. Dark Magician has joined me in Discord. Well, he joined for a second, and then he went to the other I would agree with that statement, Lordo. There he is. Maybe? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
DFTG.
What's going on, man? Yeah. It was a rough run for you. Pretty rough. I will let you know, the first time it looked like you might have been giving up. I don't know if you were thinking about giving up or just screaming at your TV or something, but you were still in the lead at that point.
The bubble encounter?
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
Yeah. That was rough to watch. The second one especially, obviously. I mean, taking one there is bad enough, but yeah. But yeah, it was a close... I mean, you obviously were a little bit far behind at the beginning there, having to... After you accidentally took life 3.
I don't know what happened. Oh, God.
I know what happened. You were just used to pressing up and start after Horsehead. And
yeah.
That's exactly what you did, yeah. But you pretty much made it all the way back up by the raft. I think you guys grabbed the raft at the exact same time. So, yeah, and then you actually took a pretty good lead. And then, yeah, you were still kind of in the lead. You actually, well, you fell back behind after you took the 2 deaths, but kept it close. And then, yeah, obviously, unfortunately, just had the 1 life to go with for the rest of the run there and finally caught up to you.
Yeah. So, just so Buzz knows, I'm taking that room away from him, apparently.
Yeah. Is he known for dying in there a lot?
Well, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But GG to riiyak, or Rhea?
I've been saying riiyak. I asked him how he pronounces before the match, because I wasn't too familiar with him, and yeah, he said most people have been saying riiyak. Apparently it's supposed to be Rhea and then K, 2 words. But people just started calling him riiyak, so... Looks like he won't be able to join, no mic.
Thanks for commentary. Thanks for the restream.
Yeah, definitely. GG's. I don't know. You got 2 more races still, I think.
Meh.
I'll
race them, but I mean, I'm not moving on. That's it. I got to face rep still, so I mean.
Yeah, you got rep, and did you do your JN match already?
Yeah, he destroyed me.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so you got rep and Megmac.
I think JN got what, like 75-14 or something like that.
Oh right, that was the run that he got that on.
Yeah.
Literally, even probably simple. So can't really say much there. But yeah, unfortunately that'll drop you to 0-2. Still, I guess, an outside chance. You go 2-2, but you didn't unfortunately finish this, so you're not gonna really have a good time.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
On the leaderboard. You could still finish it now.
Well, I cut my stream already.
Oh. Yeah.
I was looking for my controller just now, but it's on the other side of the room, so I'm not going over there.
I know how mad you were probably just after the Life 3, but the other stuff that went wrong in that run probably would have put me on tilt. So I commend you for getting as far as you did. That last game over is just, I mean, I understand. You don't just, what are we doing at this point? So, but.
Yep. All right. Well,
yeah.
I'll let you guys go.
All right, man. Good game. Take it easy.
Yeah. Good night.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Let me bust out the schedule here, see what we got on tap for tomorrow, and then get out of here. One race so far scheduled tomorrow, and that is going to be Dan H versus Enchantress of Numbers. That is at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, PM. In case any of you guys thought they would be racing at 7 a.m. That's going to be on twitch.tv/angrylad. So that's the only one on the schedule. There is always the add one. But other than that, beyond that, we only really have 2 more races scheduled so far. There's still plenty of races to go in the tournament, but the only other scheduled one is actually not until the 18th, which I believe is Saturday. My math is correct? Yeah, at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be Highlander versus JSR2 Gamers. But yeah, I guess with that, make sure you give all the runners for these races follows. Twitch.tv/DigShake, Blunt Bunny, riiyak, and darkmagiciain1184. You can follow me too if you want, I guess, but I wouldn't recommend it. And Speed Gaming, thanks for the restream. That's all I got. Hope you guys had a good time. I will catch you all next time.